Peace, family. Peace. Coming in, fam. Just gonna have a little talk. Been thinking about some stuff today. Um, had a conversation yesterday, and it was actually about morals and about the moral standard of human beings. And yo, infidel biker was good. Push Pelico was good. Hassan, Supreme Koshan, Prison Life. Yo, Jay Black's up in the building. I actually got to make you one of my admins, bro. Morning, A. Astri, Shaka G, Siobhan, Tim Sugar, Mister. Okay, come on in, fam. Come on in. Hey, says Sound. What's good? Lemon Eggs in the building. King Zaf is here. Morning everyone. Wake up, got your morning coffee with you. Morning tea, little biscuit. Rose English, what's good? Finally got a notification. Well, that's because you got to hit the bell icon. If you don't hit the bell icon, you will not get a notification. So all the people who have not, hit the bell icon, you ain't gonna get a notification. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want us to kind of figure out the moral standard. Figuring out what is morally correct for us, because having this conversation yesterday, and what's good? Unapologetically British, 1886, morning. Yeah, the moral standard, and how we kind of figure out what is morally correct for us. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the conversation I was having, just to give you a little background, is that I was saying morals are subjective. I was talking to a religious person and they said morals obviously are objective. And they were saying, yeah, the morals are objective because they're from God, right? And I was saying no, because morals are subjective, because you can go around the world. Jay Boogie, what's good? You can go around the world and kind of find that people have their own moral standard. And is it right for people to push their own moral standard? Hey, big bro, what's good, man? Is it okay for people to push their moral standard on another group of people? And so, yeah, that's the kind of conversation we're having. So my basic conclusion was, what I find morally correct, obviously, is not what somebody else finds morally correct, which is why human beings kind of need to come to an understanding, just like when you're in someone else's house, that when you basically abide by their rules, okay, even though you may have your own moral code that you live by, you can't necessarily bring that moral code into somebody else's house and expect them to basically live by it. So yeah, what do you guys think? What does the family think? When in Rome, says Prison Life. Yeah, kind of the same thing. And Raz in the building. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like, I'm not in a position to push my moral standard on people. However, if I live in my house and you enter my house, then obviously you're going to have to live by my code, because I'm the ruler of that roost. And I was saying, I guess the problem that we have in the societies that we live in is that people are constantly trying to take their individual morals and try and paste it on the whole of society, right? And so that's never going to work. You're always going to get like a pushback. I think even when you believe in God, the lines get blurred, says Ricky Gallo. Yeah, I think the same thing too. I think even the look, God becomes a subjective thing, right? So when you kind of look at, people say God said this, and then people say God said that, and then people say God said this, and then people say God said that, and so it's like, yeah, so what did God say? What is the moral standard? What did God say? If you're a God follower. Prison Life says, people disrespecting my morals and boundaries is the reason that I've been banged up in the past, bro. Fair enough. So you have your own moral standard, depends on the morals you're peddling, says A. Astri. True, there seems to be a development of moral, even if it's religions. Yeah, I think I was saying in the conversation last night that morals are fluid, right? They go like this depending on the way society changes. And I kind of used an analogy. I said, all of us are talking and we're cool now, right? We all agree on the same morals now. But if all of us were starving, if everyone in the conversation now was all starving, right? Would our moral compass shift, right? Like, would it shift? Like, if you put 10 people in a room and starved them, right? And then you starved them for like 5 days and they hadn't eaten anything for 5 days. And these are good, moral, upstanding people. And then you threw in like a bucket of KFC chicken, right? Like, what would happen? You know, like, is everyone going to be like, yeah, well, morally, they should get this and they should get that and they should get this? Or is everyone going to be like, fuck you, I'm going for that chicken? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I was like, morals can be like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Depending on your environment. I would say that morals shift depending, this is what I was saying, depending on the environment that you're in. And so to have like this hard line of morals, it doesn't really make sense. It's fluid depending on society. Kemal Ben Israel, what's going on? What do you think, fam? Morals depend on circumstances, says Ultra Funky. Yeah. Humans are products of their environment. Survival instincts will kick in. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think there's any kind of basic moral standard. I just really do think, like, if you look at societies around the world that have been, Big Bro said, depending on the religion, God, morals seem interchangeable. Culturally, Big Bro, man, these words had different morals to be God. Same with Jehovah and Allah. Okay. Yeah, it just seems to change, man. Like, I don't think you can have a moral standard that stays constant. No worries, Big Bro, no worries. I don't think you can have a moral standard that stays constant. I really don't. I think that it's going to change. I really do think it's going to change. Are we live? Are we back? Are we cool? Gremlins again. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say. These gremlins are out. Rocky Gallo says, is believing gay should be killed a moral standard? Yeah, I guess so. To them, I guess so. To the people that think homosexuals should be killed, I guess that's their moral standard. I guess that's what they think should happen. People are throwing, I guess, gay people off the top of buildings. I guess that's their moral standard. It may not be, is abortion, Big Bro? That's a good one. Is abortion moral? This is live, Faisal Jama. Yes, it is. Yes, it's live. Abortion. To map hashtag my opinion. So everyone's moral, that's what I'm saying, everyone's moral standard seems to be different, right? Everyone's moral standard is different. Beating children moral. You see, some people say yes. Is chopping off somebody's hand for stealing moral? According to you, you see, according to your moral standards. According to your moral standards. Beating your wife moral. According to my morals, no. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that it is. I don't believe that it is. But like I said, the problem we have now is, all right, so now everyone in this chat is talking about different morals, right? How do we now come to a general consensus now? How do we come to a general consensus as to what is right and what is wrong? How does that now happen? Because some people say, oh, we can go to the religious books and we can implement the moral standard from God. Now, God is formation of human beings. So we're not really going by God's moral standard. We're going by a standard that other human beings set now. And that's all it is, all I find. I just find throughout history, throughout time, morals are set by human beings. And it's fluid, depending on the society in which you live. How can the confusion amongst human morals be elevated to one standard? I don't think it can, Rocky Gallo. I don't think it can. So, Infidel Biker says Sharia is not moral. Yeah. Big bro is me doing business and being happy. Good on you, big bro. Good on you. Morally, yeah. Is the behavior of the Wahhabi at Speaker's Corner moral? So we're doomed, says Rocky Gallo. I don't think we're doomed, you know. I think if there could be a moral standard, right, that everyone goes by, is very general, and I think it's been going out throughout the time that human beings have been on this earth, and it is treat others the way you expect to be treated. I'm sure we can all follow that one. I'm sure, right? Like, basically, don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you. I'm sure we can all kind of like agree on that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I'm open to being wrong. AR23's in the building. He says that's the golden rule. That's the one. Yeah, it's all perspective. Yeah, says Shaka G. Yeah, I think, can we all agree on that, fam? Don't treat others how you expect to be treated. Can we agree on that one? I think so. I don't see why not. Morals are codes, so pick your codes well, says Dr. Killer Masters in the building. Rape, murder. Yeah, but then, okay, so if we all agree on treat others you, if that's what we all agree on, then can we say that slavery is wrong? To enslave another human being is wrong? I would say, you know, slavery is wrong. Say murder, but then we get to what's murder. It's like if somebody kills your family member, is it now okay for you to kill them? Is that moral? Is it an eye for an eye? Do we do an eye for an eye? Do something better? We'll put them in for, you know, a certain amount of time. Big Bro says slavery is immoral because it removes human dignity. I would say so. I don't think any human being should be removed of their dignity. I don't think any human being should be subject to another human being's whim and just being told what to do and don't have their own freedom. I agree on that. The live stream's messing up, yeah? That'll be the gremlins again, man. That'll be the gremlins again. Family, can you see me properly? Give me a 1 if the live stream is cool. Give me a 2 if the live stream's a little bit crazy. Because I don't know. It's the gremlins, man. 1. Okay, a lot of 1s. That's fine. Cool. I guess we're all right. Yeah, slavery is, I guess, a big thing as a black person. Like, to have your dignity stripped away and to be seen as someone else's property. We back. I guess we're back. Okay. Good? We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh, you know what? It's just like, I mean, say anymore, you know? What can we say anymore? I mean, the proof is now in the pudding, family, you know? The proof is now in the pudding. So where were we? Yeah, the moral standard. So, can you guys hear me fine? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, the moral standard, fam. Like, trying to figure out, I was talking about slavery. I said, as a black person, right? Slavery to me is very close to my heart, and anybody that condones slavery in any way, shape, or form, and taking away another human being's ability to be free, is you know, is morally incorrect, I would say, in my view. And so I remember I was at Speaker's Corner this Sunday, and somebody was saying, oh, they were talking about slavery, and they tried to give you this, I don't know, they tried to give you this Disney type of slavery. Like, when I speak to people, especially from the Muslim faith, it's like, what's this Disney slavery you guys keep talking about? What's this, oh, we're running through fields of gold, and, you know, it's not as bad as people say it is, and it's like, what is that? What is that? Yeah, what is that type of slavery you guys keep talking about? Oh, it wasn't like, you know, the European slavery, and she had a guy telling me that it's not the same type, and I'm like, you clearly don't know the type of slavery that went on in North Africa. You know, like when Arab Muslims came, like they were cutting off people's penises, you know, like, and making them eunuchs. Like, what's this Disney? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, morally, I would say, I find a lot, not even just in Islam, but the Abrahamic religions in general, I find they don't sit with me morally. A lot of the stuff that I see in there, don't sit with me morally. It just don't. And it's not just Islam. It will be, you can go to the Bible and you can still see some questionable things in there. Like, what? Like, and that's why when I say, because they will say, like, God ordered this stuff. And I'm like, come on. Like, we have to be smarter than this, though. You know, like, we have to be smarter and think, what is the purpose for a divine being, yeah, ordering people to be enslaved? Like, what if he created everyone to be equal? I just don't get it. Yeah, I don't get how a divine being that created everything to be equal is now ordering another group of human beings to be enslaved. I just don't, it doesn't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense to me. And when people say that morally, God, like, is the moral compass that we should be following, or these books, I'm just like, nah, I don't think that either. You know, because I'm sure at some point in time, like I said, at some point in time, that was morally correct, right? That was morally correct. So, like I said, morals change. So it probably existed for that time at that place, and people were cool with it. But now we're in a different time, now we're in a different place, now we're in a different space, and maybe we should start thinking about trying to figure out other morals, you know, that actually trump the ones that we previously had, you know? And that is all subjective, because we could go into like 500 years from now and revert straight back to the other morals, right, that we had previously 500 years. So, you know, like I said, morals, for me, they're just fluid, man. They're fluid. So, Ultra Funky said, Sarah, you know full well if theists use their brains, there'll be atheists within minutes. I mean, I'm not an atheist, so, you know, I'm not a complete atheist, but I don't have any problem with atheists, you know. I'm not an atheist myself, but at least you got to think about this. You got to think about this moral standard. Mr. Lee's up in the building. T-Rex, stop talking and write me a check for a piece of that millions you got stashed. It's billions, actually, bro. Billions. I got billions stashed. Agnostic, Sarah, would you and Big Brother the type of show mix up Muslims, other Steve Tan, etc.? I don't know. I don't really want to have too much interaction with people like that, if I'm honest with you. Like, I don't like that. I don't know. Have you been back home to Egypt? Egypt isn't my home, but I have been to Egypt, yeah. I have been to Egypt, yes I have. Anyone who earns under £50 per hour is a slave to the system. If you cannot afford a home, you're a slave. Says Big Bro. Boy. Now we get onto the morals of the system. And if the system is keeping us enslaved as their slaves, okay, how moral is it to have a people working and they cannot even own the home that they are working and coming to work from? Is that morally correct? Speakers Corner UK is in here. Is that morally correct? Is capitalism morally correct? There you go. A system where you shit on the little man in order to get anything that you can from them. Is that morally correct? You know, that's a question. Like, is capitalism, sorry, the best system for, you know, people? Is it? Is it morally correct? Like, is it okay to shit on other people just to get what you want? You know? Or are we trying to find a more balanced system where everyone kind of generally gets what they want? Need a balance of capitalism and socialism, says JamTube. Okay. Pierre Bobo, what's good, bro? What is the Pan-African view of capitalism? Pan-African view of capitalism. I don't think there is a general. I would say my general view of capitalism is I think people. First of all, I think people like to view the world in capitalism, communism, socialism, and those are like the only really three systems that people really view the world in, right? But I'm saying, well, I'm sure we can come up with another one, guys. Like, there's not only three systems. Like, we're human beings. We can use our brains. We can actually come up with another system than other than these three. If people say, oh, capitalism failed, socialism failed, communism failed, so we got to choose one of them. It's like, create a new one. What the fuck? Like, are you that stupid? I'm sure you can do like a new system. I'm sure you can create a new system. Come on, you know? Infidel Biker says we need a new moral code. Which would be what? Liam Lyon says for sure. Marcus Garvey put across something that looked like black socialism in his writings in Panama. Yeah, it did look like black socialism. It did. But like I said, everything keeps changing. So for me to have a hard line on anything right now is like, the world changes. Do you know what I'm saying? But a socialist type, capitalist type system based on an agreed moral constant, maybe, I don't know. We're figuring this stuff out together. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't have all the answers. I'm just one man. But I'm sure we can come up with like another system. We don't have to just be either capitalist, communist, or socialist. I'm sure we can come up with like something. Come on, guys. We're smart human beings, man. We can find something, no? We can't just be locked into the systems that we have and be like, yeah, well, it's one of those. Sound says, are morals temporary relative? Can the same action physically hurting someone because you restrain them from driving home drunk? Wrong now, it is right in 10 minutes. Well, then aren't you talking about like stopping someone from hurting themselves in the future type thing? Then we get into, what was that Tom Cruise film? There's a Tom Cruise film where they do like they stop crimes in the future, or attempt to stop future crimes. I forget what it's called. Crypto Bitcoin consensus brought the world together, says Ghost of GG. Right, so we get to the monetary system. Is the current monetary system morally correct or incorrect? Minority Report, that's the one, Sound. Thank you very much. Minority Report, that's what it was. Is the current monetary system morally correct? Taxation, debt, are cryptocurrencies now the new type of system that is gonna be a little bit more morally correct? Is that what it is? I don't know. Prison license under 30k a year, you should pay no income tax. Okay. Okay. Imran Ali, I've heard about you, Sarah. What really are your views on real Islam? We're talking about morals right now, and I don't know what real Islam is because everyone claims to know what real Islam is while practicing Islam, and you can't agree amongst yourselves. So I'm going to step away from that one. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's a true Muslim. The Shia is the true Muslim. The Sunni is the true Muslim. The Wahhabi is the true Muslim. The Salafi is the true Muslim. The Hanafi is the true Muslim. Everyone's a true Muslim, bro. But between you, you can't decide who the true Muslim is. I'm just looking on the outside saying it's a bunch of confusion, mate. Yeah, it's a bunch of confusion. Clean up your own house and then ask me about the true Islam. It's probably better to do that, bro. Stop all space projects and tax religions, says AR23. Yeah, I think religions should get taxed, I guess. You know, if they're making money, I guess religions should be taxed. You know, if you're making money out of people, I guess. Yeah, I don't see why religious people are exempt from tax. That means really and truly, right? It's a money-making scheme. Like if I could sell you guys Jesus right now and I don't have to be taxed. As a matter of fact, I know a guy in America who I had a conversation with, that I grew up with, and I hadn't spoken to him in years, and I spoke to him, and he said he was studying to be like a pastor. He's at like the seminary school or however you studied to be a pastor. And I said, you didn't seem that religious to me. And he actually said to me, there's money in Jesus. And I was like, God damn. Okay. He actually said, there's money in Jesus. I said, okay, cool. Well, it's a hustle. A lot of these guys are hustlers, man. Like, morally, is it okay to hustle people into heaven? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I promise you heaven, is that a hustle now? Is that morally correct? If I know that I'm actually taking money from you every week when you come and sit down, okay, and I'm hustling heaven, basically, you know, I'm promising you something that you can't necessarily see, you can't necessarily touch, but it's just a promise. It's a promise of the greatest car you'll ever drive, you know? And it's like, well, that's a hustle, isn't it? You know? That's a hustle, man. I don't think that's morally correct to hustle something where you can't see it. All of these things, like, because that plays into people's fears. And I think when it comes to morals, people can be hustled because you're fearful of something. I think religions hustle your fear. They hustle your fear, man. Like I think it's very immoral to take somebody's fear and use it against them. And I think, yeah, I don't feel religions doing that. These beardy weirdies gonna be upset when they find no virgins, but only demons with strap-ons. Said prison life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gosh. Philosophical Muslim as Adam Dean is part of the extreme dialogue. We back? We're back. Don't worry. That was just a call coming in, family. Don't worry about that. No gremlins that time. So right there, it's only a true religion and false religions, says Caleb. Yeah, that's what they all say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got the true one, you know, but we can't find what the true one is. I don't like that argument. I don't like it. You know, like I think we need to be a little bit more humble with that religious stuff. Like, oh, I got the true one. All right, cool. All five of you say you got the true one? Fantastic. You 5 people sit down and talk about your true religion. By the time everyone's finished, this one's bloodied and battered. You know, this one's dead on the floor. That one's got his arm blown off. It's like, I thought you had the true one. Like, what happened, guys? Like, what the fuck happened? He's like, well, he told me something about mine that I didn't like because he hasn't got the true one. And I'm sitting down there like, I'm going to leave you crazy motherfuckers to it, okay? I'm going to leave you crazy motherfuckers to it, and I'm just going to go left and do my thing. True religion. Listen, man, Once you guys find a true religion, yeah, holler me. You know what I'm saying? Holler me. Yeah, and let everyone else know. You know, let everyone else know when you found a true religion, because we're all waiting on it, bro. We're all waiting on it, man. We're all waiting on it, mate. A true religion. I'm a true religion fiend, bruh. Says Alan. Okay. So morals are halfway on the hierarchy, needs a pyramid. AR23 said it's like being moral in hell. What's the point? Okay. Read the book End of Evil. It's really good, but it was banned, said Adam Standing. Okay. Which country is my home? I currently live in London. That's my home. Sorrow when you say that. I don't know. Live life. What do you mean, bro? There's only one God. Allah, Jehovah, God, Rab are all the same. Yeah, we've heard that before, Imran Ali. You know? We've heard that before, bro. Like, come on. Like, get a new slogan or something. There's only one God. Bro, we don't believe you, bro. We actually don't believe you. It's not a convincing story. Like, if it was convincing, we'd all be convinced. You know what I'm saying? If I said 1 + 1 is 2, yeah, no one's gonna argue with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all convinced about that. When you say, oh, there's only one true God, we're like, yeah, we don't believe you, bro. Like, there's no evidence for that, and you guys can't, you know, you can't prove it. So. What size? True religion. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, it's actually a brand, isn't it? Do you respect a black Muslim like Malcolm X who focuses on black politics and keeps Islam and religion to himself? For those who ask about it, said Black Lion. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Alistair Crowley had some good insights. Adam Sterling. I've read some Alistair Crowley, man. Alistair Crowley was a very interesting character, let's say. All religions are distorted by people and their goals. Shouldn't we all be happy in our own beliefs instead of worrying about others? Okay, okay. Sarah, you have an American accent. What? What? I don't think this accent is American, bro. Like, aren't you scared when you die? Aren't you scared? Says 401 No, I'm not scared when I die. Like, when I die, I'm dead. Like, where's the fear? Like, I'm just reincarnated into the earth and into the trees and into the dirt, and there's nothing to be scared of. Like, there is in my view, there is really no death. There is really no death. So, you know. There's no death. Oh man, Titan TV in the building. Family, I got like 5 minutes left, man. Imran Ali said, do you know about the Jinn world? Ah, come on. Come on. Like, I've evolved past that nonsense argument, bro. Like, I'm not gonna, please don't try and sell me your religion, guys. Like, please, like, we're trying to find moral standards we can all come to. You just don't sell me this religion stuff, bro. Like, Jinn world and the rum world. 23. Yeah, I know about the rum world, bro. Yeah, I know about Rare Nephew's rum, not no gin. Okay, I think it's Gordon's gin. Like, I know about the rum world. There's no gin. Like, gin world is all subjective stuff. Like, I'll leave you to it, bro. Like, just, I'm evolving past that stuff, bro. Like, it doesn't scare me. Like, you can't scare me with the jinn or the shaitan. Like, I'm just not scared, bro. Like, people that stay scared of that stuff, to me, are like little children that hear about the boogeyman under the bed. You know, like, they're like, hear about the boogeyman. Oh, the boogeyman. Like, when you were, you're a grown-ass adult now, bro. When's the last time you saw a jinn, bro? A grown adult. When's the last time you saw one? Unless people just talking to you about jinn. constantly, oh, the jinn, the devil, the shaitan. It's like, come on, man, we're grown adults, bro. I ain't never seen a fucking jinn. Come on, grow up. Evolve, like, expand your mind, bro. Like, expand your mind. I can't do this whole religion stuff. Like, I really can't. Ramen, apple juice as lemonade. That's a good combination, actually. It's a good combination. Oh gosh, it's funny. It's funny the conversations you can have with a religious person. You know when you've evolved. So when you've evolved past that stage, and you have a conversation with a religious person, you're like, this person actually believes this stuff. They actually believe this stuff. And you're in yourself, you're like, they're actually trying to convince me that there's a jinn or a shaitan up their nose or some shit. Like, oh, we gotta blow shaitan out our nose, like, you know, every like 3 times in the morning. It's like, bro, you really believe that shit? Like, really? Like, come on, really? When's the last time you saw a devil in your nose? Like, really? Come on, man. All right, you go over there. I've got, you know, my got my children to raise over here, so advice on getting over the fear of the unknown. You listen, on the other side of fear, yeah, is everything that you want. Trust me on that. On the other side of fear, when you get over that fear, is everything that you want, because the fear that's normally stopping you from getting what you want. It's normally that. And a lot of people are scared. They want to stay in their fear, right? They want to stay there. So after you get over that, over the other side, you get what you want. It's like, shit. And when you got it, you're like, oh my God, I was so scared of getting this, and I was so scared of doing this. But, you know, now I feel like empowered. You know, I feel empowered and shit now because I got over that fear. You know? So I don't do fear like that. You can't scare me like that. The only thing I would say I'm scared of, I've always said, is leaving my children alone, because I need to raise them. I don't want anybody else to raise my children. So it's the only thing that really scares me, the fact that, you know, someone else would like raise my children and stuff. Like, I want to be the one to raise them. So when you talk about fear of death, that's the only, I don't fear the actual death. I feel the fact that somebody else is going to raise my children because I love them so much. That's the only thing I really fear. So, you know. Totally English accent, core blimey. Yeah, that's me. I will write a book one day, Lemon Egg. I will, I guess. Yeah, one day. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see the way the world takes me. But yeah, fam, I got to roll out. You know, I've got work to do, drugs to sell, and you know, money to make. You know, invest in crack cocaine, family, and crystal meth. I joke before anyone thinks I'm actually being serious. But yeah, fam, take care of yourselves and have a good day. It's a good day in the LDN today. The weather looks okay, but yeah, everyone have a great day. Peace, family. Peace.